Hey y'all, welcome back again. Thank you so much for watching. Today's look is a how to cover up acne and breakouts. My skin is freaking out on me. I think I mentioned before, I was trying some new skincare products for the office. I wanted to add another line and that's definitely not the line. So my skin's freaking out and I'm trying to bounce back, but in the meantime, I really wanted to get a video up, and yeah, so I decided to go ahead and film a tutorial showing how I cover up my breakouts, when I have them. So I think all of them covered up really well, except for this, Mama Jamma right there. It's definitely ready to be extracted, and I'm gonna go do that as soon as I'm done filming. But, for the sake of getting a video up, and I really wanted to, show you guys how I do it, I went ahead and decided to film anyway, just knowing that that one was kind of beyond, the scope of help. So yeah, I hope you like it. I also did do, it's pretty much a full matte look. I don't really like to do highlighters and really glowy things whenever my skin's breaking out. I obviously want to kind of blur and mattify, and I think that highlighting can definitely show all the texture on the skin. Just my preference. So I went with a pretty matte look. I also did kind of a more fall vampy look, so to say, whatever. Oh yeah, I hope that you guys like it, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye. Hey, so first thing, I'm going in with the Dr. Jart Pore Minish Primer. It's supposed to purify pores and mattify, so it's a treatment primer, which is clearly necessary at this moment. Then I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Concealer in shade 220 Natural Beige, and I'm using a Morphe brush to buff that in. I will tell you that I really questioned whether to make a video or not. I've really been wanting to film, but my skin has been so bad that I didn't know if I wanted to, but I decided to go ahead, share my experience, and whatever, I've got no shame. So I'm just buffing that all in, trying to build up. After that, I'm going in with the Jane Iredale Mineral Corrective Colors, and I'm using the beige color to just go over those spots for some additional coverage. I do like this just because it is mineral, so it's not going to add a bunch of junk and make my skin worse. Typically, I try to not wear too much makeup when I'm breaking out like this, but when I do, I don't want to put on something really, really heavy that's just going to exacerbate the situation. So that's what I'm doing with this. After that, I'm going in with the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard, and I'm going over that with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Light Neutral. I just find those two mixed together is a nice color. So yeah, I do one eye at a time because I notice when I'm using matte foundations, they tend to kind of grab the concealer really quickly and dry. So I like to do one at a time for that reason. Right now I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm mixing the lightest color and the yellow toned color and just setting under my eyes and in between the brows. Now I'm using the RImmel Stay Matte and just setting the rest of the face so that everything looks as matte and set as possible. Now I'm going in with my beloved Bobbi Brown bronzer in Golden Light. I'm just going to warm up the skin before I get into contouring. For some reason, my foundations always look a lot lighter on camera. I don't know, in person they don't look that light to me. They look like they match, but for whatever reason, I don't know, I'm new to the whole filming thing, so I'll figure it out eventually. But for the meantime, I'll just bronze everything up like crazy. I'm having a major choker moment. Every time I see them, I've been buying them. I know everyone else is too, but I just jumped on board. Now I'm using the two lightest shades in the Kat Von D palette, just kind of mixing those together and carving out my cheekbones and trying to slim down this face. Doing the same along the jawline. Now I'm taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder and just kind of cleaning up under that contour to make sure it doesn't go too low and to give me nice clean lines. I'm going to let that sit for just a minute. And while that's sitting, I'm going to go ahead and apply my blush. This is from the BH Cosmetics blush palette. It's really pretty and they're actually very pigmented and super affordable. So if you're looking to find a good blush palette, that's definitely it. And it's super cheap. So just applying that. Like I mentioned before, everything in this tutorial is pretty matte and not a lot of shimmers or anything like that. Now I'm just dusting away that powder and you can see it really kind of cleaned up everything and yeah. Now I'm just using whatever's left on that brush to kind of diffuse any harsh lines and make everything look seamless as possible. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance Palette and I'm using the burnt orange color and just adding that along my lower lash line. Then I'm taking the Cypress Umber and blending that together just to deepen it up a little bit. And just meeting that top shadow, kind of creating a nice triangle out of the end. Now I'm going in with an oldie but a goodie. It's the MAC eyeliner in Costa Riche and putting it on the inner waterline. I really like this one because it does have a little bit of like a reddish orangey brown. I just think it's really pretty. It kind of adds dimension without adding too much darkness and closing the eye. After that, I'm just going in with the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara and applying that to my bottom lashes. On the top, I did apply that as well, and then I put on the Ardell Demi Wispies. Finishing off the look, I'm going in with the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in Truffle, and it's really pretty. It's just a nice nude shade, but it's got a little bit of a brown undertone, which I love. And that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys liked this tutorial. Feel free to ask me any questions, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.